Okay, we are streaming live. You're in the show. Um, Robert's supposed to join in here.
I think it's low bat. It's low bat because we couldn't find the USB-C charger. It's low bat.
Why is it not charged?
Because mom, I tried to plug it in mom's iPhone charger, but
it's not low battery. It's dead.
Yeah.
Why is it dead? You guys gotta remember to charge stuff. Once you plug it in, it's been sitting there for 2 days probably.
I don't know. My iPhone. Where's my charger of the thing?
There's chargers all over the place.
The one that I have here is not working.
Alright, let's do some. Let's do some top-down analysis here. Need to change my volume profiles. Let's have that. Okay, so on the daily, what are we looking at? Let's get rid of that stuff right now. On the daily, all right, we hit 5,600, dropped down over a couple days on Monday to 4,400, and then we've been pretty bullish since. So I don't know if this is just a correction, and we're going to see pushback to new highs in a few days. I don't know. We might find some resistance in this area. Looking at these dailies, those might be some resistance if we get up to 51, 5,200. We might be hitting resistance already because we tapped this this wick and closed, or pretty much closed, the FVG here. So that might have been a big resistance point right there. The 4 hour, after the big sell-off, we had push up, a little pullback, strong push up, minor pullback, push up, and now pulling back again. So the strong bullish trend is slowing down. I don't know if it's over, but it's slowing down. On the 4 hour, we do have a nice FVG here, nice push up right here, up to from about 5,000 to 5,050, 5,060 area. So strong push from 5,000 up to 5,100. So we might have support here on the 4 hour. I would say there's definitely support here because it came back down, popped back up. So there's support under 50.50. The 1 hour, push up, kind of chopping sideways here, falling a little, but again, we found some support. See that wick right there? This see this candle here, the big wick? That's major support right here under 50.50. So drop back down to here. Buyers came in, shot it back up to here. Couldn't take it to new highs for the day, but back down again. Buyers just came in, brought it back up again. So are we going to keep retesting 50.50 and push back down, or are we going to keep the support and see it push back up and continue over 5,100? Those are the questions I have. Which way is it going? It's got resistance at 5,100 and support at 50.50. So the 30-minute, there's the 30-minute. The 15-minute. Inside candle so far on this one. The 8 o'clock candle, or 8:15 candle. 5-minute. Two-minute, 1 minute, and the 15-second. All right, so this is the 15-second. I'm going to leave that one there. Now my question is on the 15-second, actually. No, I didn't. Actually, I'll go back. On this 15-second, what I want to look at is, do we have big drops or pumps? Here's a big drop. It's at 614. Look at that. 50.64 fell all the way down. So it fell 20 points in 30 seconds right there. That's a big move. And then grinded for a minute or two, dropped another 10 points. I just like to look back and see if the day is riddled with big pumps or big drops. Because if, like on Monday, we were having huge fast drops. So it's like it would grind up slow and then have a huge drop, kind of like this. So you'd have, and that's what I want to be in. I want to be short. I'd hate to be long and one of these happen. So here's another quick drop. If it came back up, I mean, that's 10 points right there in 15 seconds, and it came back right back up. But so we're kind of grinding sideways. We might push back up. Might have a strong push back up. Who knows? It's 8 o'clock. You can see. Look at this. Look at these small candles here. See all these small candles? And then right here, this is 8 o'clock. Look how much they change. Look at the size of these candles. Little candles, big candles. So more volatile. All of a sudden, right at 8 o'clock, you got more volume. Um, See how the volume increase is also right at 8 o'clock. So yesterday I traded before 8 because I had to leave for a flight, and I traded from like 6 to 8, and it just was not good trading, not the way I'm used to. I'm a lot better trading at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock to noon is about my sweet spot. So that's our analysis. It looks like we're pushing back up again right now at the moment. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned, and we'll hopefully make some good trades today. Oh, let me, so I've got my 5th account now. Let's go over to Tradervate. I've got 5 funded accounts. Take Profit Pro, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the one I've had for 2 weeks now. I just took another payout, so I'm going to take one more payout today, I think, bring it back down to 26,500. This account and this account, yesterday, I made $500 on, so those are up to 26. This one, I messed up the my settings, and it didn't trade exactly the same as the others, so I actually screwed that one up and lost $800 on that yesterday. And this one, thanks to Rips, I got the Rips YouTuber. He helped me get in contact with Take Profit Trader, who didn't want to answer my messages, and we got this 5th account set up. So this is a fresh pro account, and I'm going to be copy trading all of them together. My goal for today, and the only thing I'm really going to be focusing on, is this account. So I've got only a $386 drawdown before I blow it, and the goal is not to blow it, but to slowly build that back up. I've got to bring that up to 26,500 to create the buffer. Anything above that, I can take out payouts. So if I make $300 or $400 today trading this account, I'm going to be copying all of them. But if I make $300 to $400 on this account, that would be a fantastic day. So that's my goal for today. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna be a lot more patient than I was yesterday, and look for really good setups and do small size. I'm probably looking at 1 to 2 micros, 3 at the very max today. So I've got to get my trade copier set up. Let's see, please. Change my risk settings. Let's see. I'm going to set these to 300. Let's set them to 400. Profit trigger, also 400. Okay. So one important thing about doing that also is if something happens, like each day, it's really important to have your minimum and maximum set. If something happens, say you get into a trade and your power goes out, there's an emergency, whatever, and you have to leave, or the power and internet just goes out and you cannot get back into anything, you're either going to make your 400 or lose your 400. So that way you don't want to blow an account just because you forgot to set those. Absolute worst case scenario is you lose that 400 or whatever you had it set out. So best case scenario, it goes and hits your profit target, and you make a good chunk of change. So now that little move down, that was interesting. Pop right back up. So drop down, oh, a good 5-7 points in a minute and 45 seconds, and then 15 seconds later it's back up 6-7 points. So what that's telling me is I'm seeing a lot of those. The big dropouts, big drops, and then they get bought up really quick. Really quick. So if you look at the 15-second candles, if you look at the 15-second candles and volume, the high volume is a big sell-off, like this right here. We have a big sell-off for 1, 2, 3 candles, and then it kind of stops, pushes down again, and then buyers buy it right back up. And then you have low volume, and the low volume is either trending sideways or pushing it back up. Here, this one's way lower volume than the sell-up, but look how much it sell-off, but look how much it drove it back up, just in low volume. So what that's telling me is right now the market seems to be in an uptrend, just a natural uptrend. So if there's low volume, it's just going to naturally push up. Nope, Robert's not going to make it. Here, look at that drop down to 65. Not even really a big sell-off. It just sell off quickly, and then grinding back up, grinding back up. So Robert's not joining, so I'm trading by myself today. So that's all right. So this works. So 5. Okay.
Yeah,
Look at this trend line here. We've got a nice trend line. If we break to the downside, I'd expect it to come down, hit VWAP again, maybe go below VWAP. VWAP on the 30-minute is way up here at 67, so don't pay attention to this one. All right, I just hit $100. That's good. See if I can keep going like this. If I can do that 3 more times, I'll be done for the day. I'll be done for the day. 400 is my max. I'm gonna quit if I hit 400. Hmm. One thing I gotta work on is letting my winners go a little further. I like the little scalps, but if I would have let that go all the way to 60 or 58, that would have been awesome. Now I'm looking at where is it gonna bounce? It's pretty big, fast drop. Probably gonna do something like this, bounce and go right straight back up, or like this, bounce right straight back up. Question is where? That's when I gotta look at the higher time frame. This might be the bounce here, who knows? But what I don't want to do is get in, and we're coming up on a new 15-minute. Oh wait, a new 15-minute right here. See if it drops some more. Or is it just going to bounce straight back up? Looks like it's going to push straight back up. I don't trust it yet to be bullish, that's for sure. Thank you. Oh, there's a good chance we'll see it push back up. All the back up to 70, I bet. Probably up to here. There it goes. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. Make it long. Let's go along here. $50 a month. 1 micro. Take another break. Did you make fries too, or just the chicken? Another?
I'm still going. I'm still making. I'm still.
The wife's cooking fried chicken and French fries. One thing I love about having multiple accounts is I'm not really looking at them all, like adding them up. I'd have to think for a second to add up what all that is. So really, all I'm looking at is this. I'm looking at this account. This is the account I'm trading. The others, if I'm doing well, the others are going to do well too. So I started with this with 380 something. Now it's up to 535. So now I've got 535 available in drawdown. And I'm up $150. So if I can just continue this growth, you know, like I said, get this up to 26,500. Once that's up to that, this account will have made a lot of money. This account will have made a lot of money. This account will have made a lot of money. And this one will also be in payout territory, this brand new one. So my goal is to, these three that are at 1,500 right here, that's the trailing drawdown. So these, it's an intraday trailing drawdown. So if I'm in a trade and I go up $100 and then down 200, this is going to drop to 1,300. So if I go up if I go up 1,000, like this one here, if I go up 1,000 and back down 500, they're going to drop to 1,000 because they're following intraday. So you don't have to actually get out of the trade. It's just going to follow. Yeah, we're getting a push back up here. Did I go long? I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Scalpy scalp here, maybe. There we go. Not much, but hey. When I noticed that on the 15-second push up, drop, push up, a little bit of a little bull flag here, and then creating another pole of that bull flag, man, that right there is a good time to get in. Right there when it's breaking the previous pole. Here's the flag. Let me zoom in on that. Okay, so here's should have probably gone a little longer, but all right. So here's the pole. Here's the flag. Here's another pole. And if it keeps going, we're going to make another flag, and then another pole. So if you look at the higher time frames, let's go to the 5-minute. The higher time frames, we're getting into a little bit of a wedge. So if you drew a line here, we're coming into a wedge right here. So it might just keep getting tighter and tighter and tighter, probably until open, which is right here. And then I would expect it to break out higher low from that. So, you know, as this is pushing up, I would expect we might go just a little bit and then have another pullback because it's just getting in this range, this tight range. Okay, so let me just draw this here. What we've got. Let me do another one. Oops. Those magnets are not doing what I want. Okay, so, oops. This would be a decent trade right now if you want to go short. As long as it stops at that trend line or before. If it blows through, I mean, that's a really strong push up. It could, usually it's going to pull back. but it's really strong. It could just blow right through it. Who knows? So I don't feel comfortable doing that right now. But you could get a pullback at least to 72 right here. But as strong as that is, it could just keep going. It might just keep going. I hate to get long here because if it hits that trend line and comes right back down here again, that's a big loss. Okay, check out this volume, this buying volume here. Real strong buying volume. Volume dying off. Okay, low volume is going to keep pushing. The only thing that's going to bring it down is heavy sell volume like this. That's the only thing that's going to bring it down. So if we have continued low volume, it'll probably keep pushing through this. There was a big sell right there. Didn't push it down though. Buyers came back in. Wants to keep going. I got to razz Robert right now because I'm 3 for 3 and I'm up $855 on the day he backed out. It's only $170 an account, but well, we're just pushing sideways. Let's see what happens. It's not dropping, so I mean, it wants to. The buyers are staying there. They're keeping it up. Are they going to push it up through that trend line? Break the previous high there? I think we will. I think we're going to have a push up into the 85 area. There it goes. 80. Almost hit 84. Now, since we broke over these highs, I would expect a little bit of a pullback before breaking over these. Maybe not, man, it's pushing hard. There's 85. Okay, now we might get the pullback. But she is bullish right now. Going into 9 o'clock. About 5 minutes to the new hour. 5 minutes till 9. We're right at 85, 50, 85 is right at last week's point of control. Just to give you an idea, there was a lot of volume right here in this area last week, a huge amount of volume. This week, our point of control is way down at, way down here. Okay. Our this week's point of control way down here at 49.46. So the daily POC right here, 5,077. So just a little above it. Previous week, right here at 50.85, which is where we're hitting right now. So the average volume for all of last week is right here where we're at, the point of control. So I would think this could be a good ranging area or possibly a sell-off area. If this is enough of a pullback and a move lower, this would be the area I would expect it to start dropping from again. So if we had this big drop, pullback about 50%, right into that last week's point of control, we could range here for a little bit, or we could just see another huge sell-off to bring us down to about 4,000 if that's, you know, the direction that it's going. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not a swing trader, so I'm only going for a few points and a few minutes at a time. That's all I care about. But I like to know the general direction of where our support and resistance is at. It gives me an idea of where I can scout just a few points. Okay, so on the 15-second, we are, there's another, so bull flag, not as big of a bull flag, and the flag is pointing down. This one was pointing up and pushed up hard. This one's starting to come back down. Did it break that? It did not break these highs over here. So on the hourly candle, it did not break the previous hourly high. Not yet. But we're coming into 9 o'clock. As bullish as that last few minutes, 15 minutes has been, I would be surprised if the 9 o'clock doesn't wick down and push us up above 5,100. Got a minute and a half left till 9 o'clock. See how it moves the last few seconds before an hour? We can usually see some big moves right before or after that new hourly candle starts. There's a big drop. Look at that. Look at that. Never know which way it's going to go, so I usually like to wait until the new hour. All right, here's the new hour. Popping straight up a little. No bottom wick yet, so we might be just creating the top wick. Well, that's a strong push up. I'd be tempted to go short here if I was being really aggressive. I think I would short right here because we don't have a bottom wick, and then watch it come back to about 75. Get out at 75. That's my thoughts. I'm not taking the trade yet, but so if we got in at 50.80, get out about 75. We're almost down there. We got a bottom wick. I don't know if we hit it. Didn't quite hit it. Might not be done yet. We do have a bottom wick now. I'd probably get out right there. There we go. There's the pushback down. Kind of wish I would have taken that trade, but it's too close to the hour to be confident enough to get into it. All right, now so if you look at the 5 minute, we came down and tapped this open, and there's found support there, so hit that, pop back up. That's a lot of time good place to set a buy order. You know, even if you're going for just 2 or 3 points, you would have gotten it right there. Pop up and sold right back off. Pop ups are selling off. Tempted to go short here. I think we're going to see a push back down some more, down through there. Let's do one. One more. Do one more. Bring that back up here. Bye bye. All right, let's see if we can get to 70. Oof. Found some good support, it looks like. It's still wanting to go down. Selling pressure to really push it down. Let's get out one there if I can. There's one. There's two. Okay, we're up to 222. Scalps there. Again, I'm just doing really, really small size, small points. That way, if I have a big loss and lose $100, $200 on a trade, not a big deal. Again, what I'm focusing on is this right here, 608. So this 608, I want to get it up to 1500 like these others. That means I'm out of drawdown. If I can get that up to 1500, I'll be out of drawdown. Look at that, push back up. Got it out at the right time. That's why I like just the short, small little things. Tempted to short that right there. I think I will. Just get one. I don't know, that might be a bad idea. right back down the way I thought it would. Oh, that's better for the video probably. I need to get one of those circle camera or like lights, a square light or something. There it comes back down. I need to get one of those lights to put right above the computer here.
The ring light. The ring light.
Hmm?
It's called the ring light. I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. They make square ones too. I'll come meet with you guys. I'm up. I'm just gonna let this sit for a little while. I wasn't gone long, but I sure missed a lot of action here. Wow, some big drops. So much it's like I want to go short here because it's probably going to just keep pushing. Don't you? Oh, maybe a bad idea, but yeah, maybe that was a bad idea. Holy cow! Check it out.
Matuwad ka naman, matuwad ka. What are you doing? Huh? Okay, tingnan din. Tapos,
Got one more.
sunod siya.
Hmm.
Wala, napakong ka din na. Hayop din ang tuloy. Naglaro ka na. Ang lahat na tibne, tugi. Tibne na niya.
Okay. It's acting pretty crazy. Really like being in it like this, but it's ridiculous.
Okay, tuti.
Big drop down. Let's have another big sell off.
Bubo. Mura naman. Sige man din. Mandili, mandili. Wala na, wala na. Wala man nakita. Kala mo, bebe, tugbugbok ka na din. Nakikita ko. Pinapak ko. Wow. Ayan, once you come here, you can take.
Yeah, it might pop back up. Support down there, but
Matindog na, nagtindog na. Matuwad. Ikid siya. Tuwad. Tama pa kung ikaw. Dami din eh. Tasag din na na. Bukula na yung magtanan ng duwaan.
I'd say one to two contracts is all I need. With this kind of volatility. So pop down there. Now is it going to push back up? That's my question. So we have this little trend line here. Let's get rid of this one. Delete that. And we still have this lower trend line. And just tap that again. So we might see another push back up. You know, sometimes like that's what it needs. It needs to. It's like a rocket ship going back for fuel. And it might need that to push up higher. It might keep pushing down. See, we have a trend line here now too. So here, okay. Often the more vertical trend lines push through the more horizontal trend lines, so this might push it again down below 50.
Mag-eat na kaon siya mamahi avocado. Nga avocado iya kaon.
Like it wants to just keep selling off. You could just keep selling off until it doesn't want to. Definitely don't want to go long. Definitely don't want. With these big drops, going long is a death sentence. So 314. Here's at 700, so that's exciting. If I can make another $86, I will lock out for the day. See that push back up? See that? See, even if I thought it was going to push real hard, it didn't. So if I would have gotten short here at 55, now it's back up to 60, you know, and this might just be a pullback for another push down and another push down. But I don't feel confident enough right now to get in short. Especially 2 minutes from the open. seconds to the open. I need to take a $250 payout. 10 seconds. 250 divided by. I need 312. So I have just enough right now. I could take another payout on today's profits. Okay, there's the open, new open candle. Gonna be bouncing all around the place.
Daddy is doing some work.
Not gonna trade at the moment. Let's just watch. So the last two times we came down to this area, popped right back up, nice and hard. See if we can take out, I think we'll take out this previous hour, maybe. That was the low of 45, so we're almost there. I think yep, we just took that out. Okay, took out the previous hourly low. There's some liquidity there. Not much, it didn't drop very much. Question is, we're going to keep pushing to take out this one, or is that signal a reversal on a push back up? Oops. If we're going to be bullish on the day, continue bullish on the day, so we've already gone up a lot. So typically the trend continues with gold, typically. These times are not typical because of that recent sharp decline, but typically you see a big push up, you see pullbacks and a continue push up and pullback and continue push up. So far we had a big push up, pullback, push up, but it didn't go any higher, and the pullbacks have been coming down lower. Looks like we're going to take out this low also. What is that, 36? So if we come down to 36, we're going to take out that low. There we go. We just took out that hourly low. So since that bull run this morning, or last night, depending on how you want to look at it, we're down into new territory coming into that. So I would expect I'd expect a nice pullback here to go back up. Push back up to 50 at least. See how quick it dropped to 26 and then back up to 39, 40. I'd consider going long here for sure. Let's see if we get any more pushes down. If we get another weak push down, I might go long. I'm gonna go long here. Ooh, what happened? I don't know. What's the internal server army? What is this? I don't know what's going on with that. I need to reset this. See if I can just get out for like break even. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna I'll log out and back in, see what happens.
Isa?
Where's my log out at? Why can't I log out?
Sige pa. Labo click. Labo.
Okay.
Ang french fries. Bali. Kanin. Oh.
Issues with Tradeovate for some reason. I'm gonna go to Twitter, see if anybody has a solution.
Avocado. Ah! Nagkurat. Taga french fries.
Holy cow. Looks like it's gonna push back up. Maybe we got a little trend line pushing it back up.
Malinto yung pumasok sa loob. Iya nagkuha ang gitara ng baso sa. Papo nila.
Wow. I'm not the only one. Somebody else has got the same issue. Same issue here, she says.
Wow.
Well, maybe I should take that as a sign. Last week it should have been a sign I should have just quit. I'm going to take that as a sign and quit for the day. Because when everything's not right, it doesn't take much to really, really screw up the day. So, anyways, I can't log back in, so I can't show you my P&L, but I was up 300 and I think 30 something. I need 312 to take a payout on my number one funded account. The rest are doing well, so I'm up a little over 1,500 on the day total, which is awesome. So I'm gonna take the day off, the rest of the day off at 6:30, to spend some time with the family, and come back at it tomorrow. That is the plan. So thanks for watching. Come back 8 a.m. tomorrow.